ಟೀಚರ್
ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
Okay. Yeah. I, JCI Harish Sheth, call this training program to order. ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ JC Creed. ದೇವರಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸವು ಮಾನವ ಜೀವನಕ್ಕೆ ಅರ್ಥವನ್ನು ಉದ್ದೇಶವನ್ನು ನೀಡುತ್ತದೆ. ಮಾನವ ಸಹೋದರತೆಯು ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಗಳ ಸಾರ್ವಭೌಮತೆಯನ್ನು ಮೀರಿದೆ. ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ಜನರು ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರ ಉದ್ಯಮದಿಂದ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ನ್ಯಾಯವನ್ನು ಉತ್ತಮವಾಗಿ ಸಾಧಿಸಬಲ್ಲರು. ಸರ್ಕಾರವು ಕಾನೂನು ಆಧಾರಿತವಾಗಿರಬೇಕೇ ಹೊರತು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳ ಆಧಾರಿತವಾಗಿರಬಾರದು. ಜಗತ್ತಿನ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ಸಂಪತ್ತು ಮಾನವನ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡಗಿದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಮಾನವ ಕುಲದ ಸೇವೆಯೇ ಜೀವನದ ಅತ್ಯುತ್ತಮ ಕಾರ್ಯ, ಹೀಗೆಂದು ನಾವು ನಂಬುತ್ತೇವೆ. ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಬೈ ಚೇರ್. ಇಂದಿನ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಎಂಪವರಿಂಗ್ ಯೂತ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಯಾಗಿ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಳಕಾಡು ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಶಾಲೆಯ ನಿರ್ಮಲಾ ಬಿ ಇವರನ್ನು ನಾನು ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಇಂದಿನ ಈ ಎಂಪವರಿಂಗ್ ಯೂತ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಉದ್ಘಾಟಕರಾಗಿ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದಂತಹ ನಮ್ಮ ವಲಯ 15ರ JC ವಲಯ 15ರ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದಂತಹ ಸೌಜನ್ಯ ಹೆಗಡೆ ಇವರನ್ನು ನಾನು ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿರುವಂತಹ JCI ಮಣಿಪಾಲ್ ಹಿಲ್ ಸಿಟಿಯ ಪೂರ್ವಾಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಹಾಗೂ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ನನ್ನ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆದಂತಹ ಶಿವಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಇವರನ್ನು ನಾನು ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಈ 3 ದಿನಗಳು ನಡೆಯಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಈ ಎಂಪವರಿಂಗ್ ಯೂತ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ನಡೆಸಿಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿರುವಂತಹ ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟಿ ಅವರಾದಂತಹ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ JC ಶಿವಪ್ರಸಾದ್, ಹಾಗೆ JCI ಸೆನೆಟರ್ ಸುಭಾಷ್ ಬಂಗೇರ ಹಾಗೂ JC ರಾಜೇಶ್ ಭಟ್ ಪಣ್ಯಾಡಿ ಇವರನ್ನು ನಾನು ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿರುವಂತಹ ನಮ್ಮ ವಲಯ 15ರ ವಲಯ ಸಂಯೋಜಕರಾದಂತಹ MN ನಾಯಕ್, ಹಾಗೆ ವೈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆದಂತಹ ವೈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಇವರನ್ನು ನಾನು ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಒಳಕಾಡು ಶಾಲೆಯ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನು ನಾನು ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಉದ್ಘಾಟನೆ ವಲಯ 15ರ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಿಂದ.
Thank you so much for the privilege, Chair. JCI ಮಣಿಪಾಲ್ ಹಿಲ್ ಸಿಟಿಯ ಈ ವರ್ಷದ ಡ್ಯಾಶಿಂಗ್ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು, ಯಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎನರ್ಜೆಟಿಕ್ ಹರೀಶ್ ಶೆಟ್ ಅವರೇ, ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಎಂಪವರಿಂಗ್ ಯೂತ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟಿ ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ 3 ಸೂಪರ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ JC ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಶಿವಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಅವರೇ, ಸುಭಾಷ್ ಬಂಗೇರ ಅವರೇ ಹಾಗೂ ರಾಜೇಶ್ ಪಣ್ಯಾಡಿ ಅವರು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದಿರುವಂತಹ ಈ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಾಂಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ನ ಪ್ರಾಂಶುಪಾಲರು ಹಾಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ವಲಯ 15ರ ವಲಯಾಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಗುಮುಖದ ನಮನಗಳನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. Learning is a never ending process. You can learn at any time, every time, from anywhere. That is what the pandemic has taught us. ಶಾಲೆಯ ದಿನಗಳು ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್ ಬಹಳ ಉತ್ತಮವಾದಂತಹ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಎಂಪವರಿಂಗ್ ಯೂತ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್. This has been specially designed for the children of 9th to 12th. ಅಂಡ್ ಈ ಒಂದು ಬಹಳ ಸುಂದರವಾಗಿ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಆದಂತಹ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಮುತುವರ್ಜಿಯನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡಂತಹ JCI ಮಣಿಪಾಲ್ ಹಿಲ್ ಸಿಟಿ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಿಗೂ ಹಾಗೂ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸದಸ್ಯರಿಗೂ ಮೊದಲಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಯನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿರುವಂತಹ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟಿವಿ ಸೀರಿಯಲ್ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಗೇಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಆಡೋದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು, ಹೊಸತನವನ್ನ ನೀಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನುವಂತ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಶಾಲೆ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಒಂದು ಉತ್ತಮವಾದಂತಹ ಮುತುವರ್ಜಿಯನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಆಟೋಟದ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಬುಕ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕಲಿಯಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಬೇರೆ ಸಂಬಂಧವನ್ನ ಬೇರೆ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನ ತಿಳಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಕಲಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಅವರನ್ನ ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ತಮ್ಮದೇ ಆದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಮುತುವರ್ಜಿಯನ್ನ ವಹಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ JCI ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಅವರು ಎಂಪವರಿಂಗ್ ಯೂತ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂತ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನ ಹಮ್ಮಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ 5 ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಗಳನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಹಳ ಉತ್ತಮವಾದಂತ 3 ಟ್ರೈನರ್ಸ್, ಒಬ್ರು ಕಳೆದ ವರ್ಷ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರೇಟ್ ಪದವಿಯನ್ನ ಪಡೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಉತ್ತಮವಾದಂತಹ ಟ್ರೈನರ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಶಿವಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಸರ್. ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು 2019ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಅವರು ZWS ಮೇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಮತ್ತೆ 2020ರಲ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಟ್ರೈನರ್ ಆಗಿ ಮುಂದುವರೆದಂತಹ ಅವರದ್ದೇ ಆದ ಒಂದು ಶೈಲಿ ಇರುವಂತ ಸುಭಾಷ್ ಬಂಗೇರ್ ಅವರು. ಮೂರನೇವರು 2019ರಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹಪಾಠಿಯಾಗಿ ಝೋನ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಯ ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಿದಂತ ರಾಜೇಶ್ ಪಲ್ಯಾಡಿ. ಉತ್ತಮವಾದಂತ 3 ಟ್ರೈನರ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಹಿಡಿದು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನ ಸಿಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿಯೂ ಎಂಪವರಿಂಗ್ ಯೂತ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಯಾವ ಒಂದು ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಒಂದು ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಆ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ನೆರವೇರ್ಲಿ. ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಹೊಸತನವನ್ನ ಕಲಿಸುವುದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಪಡೆಯುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಎಂಪವರಿಂಗ್ ಯೂತ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ನಡೀಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದಂತ JC ಹರೀಶ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಹಾಗೂ JC ಮಣಿಪಾಲ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಯ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಶುಭಾಶಯಗಳನ್ನ ಕೋರ್ತಾ I very happily inaugurate this empowering youth program being conducted by JC Manipal University in collaboration with Government Composite High School. Congratulations and all the very best, and thank you so much for the privilege. Over to the chair.
Thank you, Saujanya ma'am. Thank you so much for your inaugural speech. So, ಈಗ ಅವಕಾಶ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಯಾದಂತಹ ನಮ್ಮ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಒಳಕಾಡು ಇದರ ಪ್ರಾಂಶುಪಾಲರು ಆದಂತಹ ನಿರ್ಮಲಾ ಬಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ. ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಉಂಟು, ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್.
ಮೇಡಮ್ ನಿಮ್ದು ಮೈಕ್ ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
ಈಗ ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು.
ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ನಿಂದ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾವು ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಶಿವಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಸರ್ ಏನೇ ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ನಾನು. ಆಗ ಹರೀಶ್ರದ್ದು ಫೋನ್ ಬಂತು. ತುಂಬಾ ಖುಷಿ ಆಯ್ತು. ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಎಂಗೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂತಹ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ತುಂಬಾ ಅವಶ್ಯಕ. ಈಗ ಅವರು ಶಾಲೆಯ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ರಜೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಗೈಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೂ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಲಾಕ್ಡೌನ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಸಿಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಗೆ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ನಾವು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಓದಿ ರಜೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಪಿ ಬರೀರಿ ಹಾಗೆ ಹೀಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೆವು. ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಹೇಗೆ ಸಮಯ ಕಳೀತಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಚಿಂತೆಯ ವಿಷಯ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಪುನಃ ಅವರ ಕಳೆದ ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಅವರ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ನಲುಗಿ ಹೋಗಿದೆ. ಈ ವರ್ಷವೂ ಕೂಡ ಹಾಗೆ ಆಗುವ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆಗಳು ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಸಿಗಬೇಕೆನ್ನೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಆಸೆ. ಇಂತಹ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಅವರ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಅಥವಾ ತಿಳುವಳಿಕೆ, ಜ್ಞಾನ ಇದನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಖಂಡಿತ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ನಾವು 10ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಯರ್ ಗೈಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆವು ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಶಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ. ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಅವಕಾಶ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ 10ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ನವರು ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬಳಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು ಈ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನ. 8, 9, 10 3 ತರಗತಿಯ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಂದಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಂದಿ ಅದರ ಪ್ರಯೋಜನ ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಒಂದು ಆಸಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನ ಅವಲಂಬಿಸಿರ್ತದೆ. ಪೋಷಕರು ಈ ನಿಟ್ಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ನೀಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಪೋಷಕರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಯಾರು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ನಾಳೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಪ್ರಯೋಜನ ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಉತ್ತಮ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನ ಆರಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಖಂಡಿತವಾಗಿಯೂ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಲೆಯ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ JCI ಮಣಿಪಾಲ್ ಹಿಲ್ ಸಿಟಿಯಿಂದ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಅದೃಷ್ಟ. ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶವನ್ನ ಒದಗಿಸಿಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕ ಧನ್ಯವಾದವನ್ನ ನಾನು ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಪರವಾಗಿ, ಪೋಷಕರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ನೀಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಿ 3 ದಿವಸ ನಡೆಯಲಿ, ಅದರಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಪ್ರಯೋಜನ ಪಡೆಯಲಿ ಅಂತ ಆಶಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಉಪಯುಕ್ತವಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಸಹ ಹಾರೈಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಮುಂದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರೈನರ್ ಆದ ಮೂವರು ತ್ರಿಮೂರ್ತಿಗಳಾದ ಟ್ರೈನರ್ ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಕಿರು ಪರಿಚಯ. ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ JC ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಶಿವಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಇವರ ಪರಿಚಯ. ಅವಕಾಶ JC ಶಿಲ್ಪಾ ಇವರಿಗೆ. ಶಿಲ್ಪಾ. ಹಲೋ.
ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಇದ್ದಾಗಿಲ್ಲ.
ಓಕೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮುಂದಿನ ಪರಿಚಯ JCI ಸೆನೆಟರ್ ಸುಭಾಷ್ ಬಂಗೇರ. ಅವಕಾಶ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಗುರುಮೂರ್ತಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ.
Thank you very much, Harish. Good afternoon, everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce National Trainer JC Subhash Bangera. JC Subhash Bangera completed his engineering from Mumbai University in 1996, and driven by the dream big philosophy, he has total of 12 years of experience in industry domain and 12 years as an entrepreneur. As a soft skill facilitator, he has worked with various public and private organizations and also with educational institutions. He has passion towards mentoring students with an intent to give back to the society. His qualification includes he is a NLP practitioner, certified from American Board of NLP. He is a national trainer, JCI India, and he has conferred with JCI Senatorship in 2017. He is a life member of Indian Society for Training and Development. He is a certified trainer of National Skill Development Corporation. With this, I welcome JC Subhash Bangera to this program. Over to you, Harish.
Thank you, Gurumurti. ಸೊ ನನ್ಗನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಶಿಲ್ಪಾ ಅವರು ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು.
Continue with the extra trainers introduction.
Yeah, okay. I'll continue with I'll introduce the trainers now. Mostly ಅವರದ್ದು ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. Okay. JC ಶಿವಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಕಾರ್ಕಳದ ಶ್ರೀ ಭುವನೇಂದ್ರ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ BCom ಪದವಿಯನ್ನು ಪೂರೈಸಿದ ಇವರು ಸ್ನಾತಕೋತ್ತರ ಪದವಿಯನ್ನು ಮುಕ್ತ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯದಿಂದ ಗಳಿಸಿರುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ 2 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಡಿಪ್ಲೊಮಾವನ್ನು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಮತ್ತು ಗೋವಾ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ 2ನೇ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ನೊಂದಿಗೆ ಮುಗಿಸಿರುತ್ತಾರೆ. ನವದೆಹಲಿಯ ಇಂದಿರಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಓಪನ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಯಿಂದ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಿಸಿನೆಸ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಂ ಮಣಿಪಾಲ್ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯದಿಂದ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಪದವಿಗಳನ್ನು ಇವರು ಗಳಿಸಿರುತ್ತಾರೆ. 2014ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಮೆರಿಕಾದ ಪೆನಿಸಿಲ್ವಿಯಾದ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ನಿಂದ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಿ ತೇರ್ಗಡೆ ಹೊಂದಿರುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಮೈಕ್ರೋಸಾಫ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಪೀಪಲ್ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ ನಿಂದ ತರಬೇತಿ ಪಡೆದ ಇವರು ಅಮೆರಿಕದ ಹಾರ್ವರ್ಡ್ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯದ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ನಿಂದ ಡೇಟಾ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಪೂರ್ಣಗೊಳಿಸಿರುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಇವರು 5 ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಅಪ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತ TBI ಪಿಚ್ ಫೆಸ್ಟ್ ನ ಉನ್ನತ 10 ತಂಡಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಆಯ್ಕೆಯಾಗಿರುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಪತ್ರಿಕೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ 15 ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ಲೇಖನಗಳನ್ನು ಪ್ರಕಟಿಸಿದ ಇವರು ಮಣಿಪಾಲ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದ ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಸಮ್ಮೇಳನದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅವಾರ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ಗಳಿಸಿರುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಅಪ್, ಇನೋವೇಷನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಸಂಬಂಧಿತ ವಿಷಯಗಳ ಕುರಿತು 24 ಅತಿಥಿ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸಗಳನ್ನು ನೀಡಿರುವ ಇವರು ಕಾಲೇಜುಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯಗಳಲ್ಲಿ 64 ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ಹಾಗೂ ತಾಂತ್ರಿಕ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸಗಳನ್ನು ನಡೆಸಿರುತ್ತಾರೆ. JCIನ ಸಕ್ರಿಯ ಸದಸ್ಯರಾಗಿರುವ ಇವರು 2020ರಲ್ಲಿ JCI ಮಣಿಪಾಲ್ ಹಿಲ್ ಸಿಟಿ ಇದರ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿ ಉತ್ತಮ ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನು ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಿರುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಇವರ ಅವಧಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಘಟಕವು ಸುಮಾರು 52 ತರಬೇತಿಗಳನ್ನು ನಡೆಸಿ ಕೀರ್ತಿಗೆ ಪಾತ್ರರಾಗಿರುತ್ತದೆ. JCIಯಲ್ಲಿ ತರಬೇತಿ ವಿಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುನ್ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಿರುವ ಇವರು ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತ ವಲಯ ತರಬೇತುದಾರರಾಗಿ ಸುಮಾರು 60ಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಗಂಟೆಗಳ ತಾಂತ್ರಿಕ ಹಾಗೂ ಕೌಶಲ್ಯ ತರಬೇತಿಗಳನ್ನು ಪೂರೈಸಿರುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಾಧನೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಮುಕ್ಕಟವೆಂಬಂತೆ ಡಾಕ್ಟರೇಟ್ ಪದವಿಯನ್ನು ಇವರು ಗಳಿಸಿರುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಕೊಯಮತ್ತೂರಿನ ಭಾರತೀಯ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯದ ವಾಣಿಜ್ಯ ವಿಭಾಗದಿಂದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಉಮೇಶ್ ಮಯ್ಯ ಇವರ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯೀಸ್ ಪ್ರಿಸೆಪ್ಷನ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಕೋಆಪರೇಟಿವ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ವಿತ್ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಟು ಕೋಸ್ಟಲ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಎಂಬ ಅವರ ಪ್ರೌಢ ಪ್ರಬಂಧವನ್ನು ಅಂಗೀಕರಿಸಿ ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾನಿಲಯವು ಡಾಕ್ಟರೇಟ್ ಪದವಿಯನ್ನು ನೀಡಿರುತ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂದಿನ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ಟ್ರೈನರ್ ಆದಂತಹ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಶಿವಪ್ರಸಾದ್. ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಟು ಯು ಸರ್. ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ 3ನೇ ತರಬೇತುದಾರರಾದಂತಹ JC ರಾಜೇಶ್ ಭಟ್ ಪನ್ಯಾಡಿ. ಕಮಲಾಕ್ಷಿ ಮತ್ತು ರಾಮಕೃಷ್ಣ ದಂಪತಿಗಳ ಪುತ್ರರಾದ ಇವರು ಬಹುಮುಖ ಪ್ರತಿಭೆ. ಮಣಿಪಾಲ್ ಜೂನಿಯರ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಪದವಿಯನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸಿದ ಇವರು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಂ ಮಣಿಪಾಲ್ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಯಿಂದ MBA ಪದವಿಯನ್ನು ಪಡೆದಿರುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಇವರು ಮಣಿಪಾಲದ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಿತ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಮಾಹೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಣಕಾಸು ವಿಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದು, ರಂಗ ಕಲಾವಿದರಾದ ಇವರು ಸುಮಾರು 400ಕ್ಕೂ ಅಧಿಕ ರಂಗನಾಟಕಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನವನ್ನು ನೀಡಿರುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲದೆ ಹಲವು ನಾಟಕಗಳನ್ನು ಇವರು ಸ್ವತಃ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಿಸಿರುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಕಡಳ್ಳಿ ವಲಯ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣ ಮಹಾಸಭಾ, NSS, ರೋಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಬ್, ರೋಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಉಡುಪಿ, ಹೀಗೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಸಂಘ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸದಸ್ಯರಾಗಿರುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಇವರು JCI ಮಣಿಪಾಲ್ ಹಿಲ್ ಸಿಟಿಯ ಸ್ಥಾಪಕ ಸದಸ್ಯರಾಗಿ 2000ನೇ ಇಸವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ JCIಗೆ ಪಾದಾರ್ಪಣೆಗೈದ ಇವರು ಹಲವು ಹುದ್ದೆಗಳನ್ನು ಅಲಂಕರಿಸಿ ನಂತರ 2007-2008ರಲ್ಲಿ JCI ಮಣಿಪಾಲ್ ಹಿಲ್ ಸಿಟಿಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾಗಿಯೂ ನಂತರ ವಲಯ 15ರ ವಲಯ ಸಂಯೋಜಕರಾಗಿಯೂ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಿರುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಇವರೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ಟ್ರೈನರ್ JC ರಾಜೇಶ್ ಭಟ್ ಪನ್ಯಾಡಿ. ನಿಮಗೂ ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾದ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಹರೀಶ್, ರೆಕಗ್ನಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಮುಗಿಸಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಚಾಟ್ ವಿಂಡೋದಲ್ಲಿದೆ.
ಯಾ,
ರೆಕಗ್ನಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಮುಗಿಸಿ.
ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿರುವಂತಹ ನಮ್ಮ ವಲಯ 15ರ ಝೋನ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ JC MN ನಾಯಕ್ ಇವರಿಗೂ ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಹಾಗೆಯೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಒಂದು ವಲಯ 15ರ ರೀಜನ್ C ಪ್ರಾಂತ್ಯದ ಝೋನ್ ವೈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆದಂತಹ JC ಸತ್ಯನಾರಾಯಣ್ ಭಟ್ ಇವರಿಗೆ ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಝೋನ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಆದಂತಹ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸ್ ಇವರಿಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾದಂತಹ ಸ್ವಾಗತವನ್ನು ಕೋರುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಝೋನ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಆದಂತಹ JC ರವಿಚಂದ್ರ ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ಇವರಿಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಣಿಪಾಲ್ ಹಿಲ್ ಸಿಟಿಯ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಪ್ರೌಢಶಾಲೆಯ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಆತ್ಮೀಯವಾಗಿ ಸ್ವಾಗತಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಕೊನೆಯ ಅಂಗ ವೋಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊನೆಯ ಅಂಗವನ್ನು ಈಗ ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಅದಾದ ನಂತರ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. So, vote of thanks from JC Gurumurthy.
Thank you, Harish. It's an honor for me to express the gratitude for the people who have taken out their time to attend and contribute their expertise to empowering the youth program. At the outset, I would like to thank the JCI Senator Saujanya Hegde, Zone President, 15th Zone, JCI India, for inaugurating the Empowering the Youth program. Thank you very much, madam.
Thank you.
I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to today's chief guest, Srimati Nirmala, Principal of a Government Composite High School, Udupi. Thank you very much, madam. Thank you for attending and being with us to organize this program. I would like to thank our trainers for 3 days program, JC Dr. Shivprasad, Zone Trainer, JC Subhash Bangera, National Trainer, JC Rajesh Bhatt, Zone Trainer. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation to be a part of this Empowering the Youth program, sir. And I would like to thank our President JC Harish Sheikh for initiating and to organize the program. I would like to express my gratitude to all the teachers, students, and our JCI members for joining us today. Thank you one and all. And over to you, Harish.
Thank you, Gurumurthy. So now I want to hand over this platform to training session. So over to JC Dr. Shivprasad, sir.
Thank you, Harish.
Thank you.
So ನನ್ನ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಭಾವಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ.
ಕೇಳ್ತೇನೆ ಸರ್.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. It's audible and it's clear.
First of all, I would like to inform I'm muting everyone, and whenever somebody wants to speak, please raise your hand and we will unmute you. Raise hand option is there just below the participants list. Second thing, this session is also available live on the YouTube. So if somebody could not join this session here on Zoom, you can tell them to watch it live on the YouTube link. You can share this with your friends and family members on WhatsApp. So thanks ZP madam for being with us and guiding Manipal Hill City, JCA Manipal Hill City all the year for gaining the excellence. Thanks Madam Nirmala, the principal of Government Composite High School, Valakad Udupi, for giving this opportunity to JCA Manipal Hill City. Let me just share my presentation. Okay, my presentation is visible, right? Just put in chat box, no problem. So welcome to all children. You are in the 8th and 9th standards. Now this is the right time where you will decide what you want to be in life. After this, once you complete your 10th and go to the PU, if you have selected commerce or arts or science, you cannot change it later. So before that, selecting the PU level, you should know where you should go in your life, what you want to achieve in your life, what is your ultimate goal. So what is goal setting? Can somebody tell me? You can unmute yourself and talk. What is goal setting? ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ it is better. ಅಥವಾ you can put it in chat box. What is goal setting? What is goal? Thanks, Prince. It is setting the targets. Perfect. Any children? Maklu matadabodu. And with the timelines. Okay. So goal setting means creating direction in life. You are going to somewhere and you have planned to reach to a place that is called goal. When you want to reach there, where you want to reach, how you want to go. For example, you want to reach to Bangalore tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Means you should travel from Udupi to Mangalore and then Bangalore and put the proper milestones at what time you should reach where, then you can be successful in reaching Bangalore. Otherwise, if you think, okay, I need to reach Bangalore at tomorrow morning 6 a.m. and you start driving towards Kundapura, then you go to Ankola, then you take a right turn, you will go to Belagavi, then from there you will start taking the highway, Pune-Bangalore highway, then you are reaching there. Is it possible to reach Bangalore in time? No, right? Because by the time reach Bangalore, you might reach Bangalore, but you will reach Bangalore by mostly by 11 or 12 noon. Your target was reaching Bangalore at 6 a.m., but you will reach at 11, 12 noon. So always set the goal, put proper timelines, so follow it properly. So what is goal setting? We are going to understand in this session. Children, always note this empowering youth training is for the children between 8th to 12th standard, where you can understand with 5 modules how you can set the target in your life, how you can take your life to success. So let me continue. What is this image? What this image depicts? Who are all the parties there in that image? Can anybody message or unmute yourself and talk? Okay, Galaxy J7, you have unmuted, please speak. ಈ ಚಿತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಯಾರು? ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನು ಪ್ರೈಮರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಕಥೆಯನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿರ್ತೀರಿ.
ಸರ್, ಇದು ದ್ರೋಣಾಚಾರ್ಯರು ಅರ್ಜುನನನ್ನು ಪರೀಕ್ಷಿಸುತ್ತಿರುವ ಸನ್ನಿವೇಶದ ಚಿತ್ರ.
ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬಲವಂತ ದ್ಯಾಮಣ್ಣ, ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. A big applause to Balavanta Dyamanna. This is a story of Mahabharata where Dronacharya wanted to test all his children, right? All his students. Now he bring all the students to the ground, and there was a bird sitting on the tree. Now Dronacharya says, aim towards that bird's eyes. So all students gets set into the position and holds the arrow. Now Dronacharya, before giving them the order, asks the students what you are seeing on the tree or on the bird. So each one starts giving the answer. Somebody says, okay, I'm seeing the bird on the tree. Somebody says, I'm seeing the tree, the entire tree and the bird. All these things, the color, the smallness, everything. But when it comes to Arjuna's turn, Arjuna says, sir, I can see only the eye of that bird. I can't see anything else. This is the perfection of your goal. When you set your goal perfectly and you are focused on that, you will not see anything else other than your goal. Okay, that is when you focus on the goal. What about this? Can anyone tell who are all parties in this image? Or what is the scenario when this image was taken or written?
Sir, ಇದು ಅರ್ಜುನನು ಮತ್ಸ್ಯಯಂತ್ರವನ್ನು ಭೇದಿಸುತ್ತಿರುವ ದೃಶ್ಯ.
ದ್ರೌಪದಿ ಸ್ವಯಂವರ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ, ಬಲವಂತ ದ್ಯಾಮಣ್ಣ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಾರು ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದು? ಪ್ರಜ್ಞಾ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ಯಾರಾದ್ರು? ದ್ರೌಪದಿ ಸ್ವಯಂವರ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್, ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ನು ಡೀಪ್. ಯಾಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಐ.
ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಮೀನಿನ ಕಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಹೊಡಿತಾನೆ ಬಾಣವನ್ನ.
Yes, targeting to the fish's eye. That also, that fish is rotating on the above base, and Arjuna has to see on the below water, and target should be focused to the eye of that fish. This is the challenge, and many Rajkumaras come forward and they try and they fail, but only Arjuna could succeed because that focus was there in Arjuna. So you can correlate between the previous image and this image. Why Arjuna could succeed in this? Because his focus was there, tested and tried on the previous image, and he was the perfect follower of Dronacharya. So if you are following what your teacher says in the classroom correctly, to the point, then you will succeed in your life. Always, students, remember, it is not the teachers just teach you, they will teach you the success in your life. The every point what they teach, like the first image, since Arjuna was focusing on everything, he could succeed in his life in the second image, right? With this, I'll continue to the next slide. Can you see this image? I'll explain about this. This is the mentality of a student when he is given with the examination or in learning. Normally what we say, when we take any problem, normally when it is in the case of mathematics, we take some question, and when we see that question, we feel it's very, very easy. I think I know that answer, right? Then once he starts deep into that, it is the big pit. He starts falling into the pit. Then he thinks, this is not that easy as I think. Then once he falls down, he understands, I'm confused. Yes, I could not solve this because the formula I remember, but I don't know how to apply this formula. Then he starts working. The more and more rigorous effort makes him understand something, then he could succeed. Yes, I think I'm getting into it. Finally, Eureka, I understand this problem and I can solve it. Because I'm seeing some of the students, when the teachers send the problems on WhatsApp, some students, okay, they copy and send the notes or answers. Some students just forward other students' solution. They get the image and just forward it as it is. And they don't know that even their forwarded message comes with the forwarded tag. And they think that, yes, I have sent the answer. But teacher can make out, this is a forwarded image. And teacher can make out, they know your handwriting and they know your how you write, how good you are giving in the answers, and the way you send the answers, they can make out this is not yours. Students, always remember, with these, you are not fooling the teachers, but you are fooling yourself. Finally, in your life goal, somewhere you are failing. It is not the teachers, it is you who will fail in the life's goal. So this is the reason why I took this goal setting as a primary topic or the first topic for you people. So let's understand why the goal setting is important. So are you ready? Just type yes in the chat box. If you are ready and if you are interested, just type yes in the chat box. 1, 2, Pradnya Shetty, yes. Balwanta, yes. Praneeth, yes. See all these yes, all these chat responses. Finally, it will make the list and say who all were actively participating in this training. Because I can take all that list and submit to your principal saying that, okay, see, these all students were active on the training. So always whenever we ask some question, it is a simple question. It is not very tough. Keep answering on your chat box. If you don't know how to open the chat box, just click on your mobile. Then below the options comes there. Click on the chat or click on the more, and there is chat option. Okay, let me continue with the next. Why goals required? Normally, what we will do when we get the exam timetable, this is the habit of almost every student, 90-95% students do this. The day when they get the exam timetable, they go back to home and they prepare a big timetable. Okay, there is only 10 days for my examination. I had to prepare hard. So they make the list of the subjects. They divide the number of days. Okay, I'll get up at 5 a.m. I'll study 5 to 5:15. I'll complete all my routine. Then 5:15 to 5:45, I'll study English. 5:45 to 6:15, I'll study maths. Like this, they'll prepare the timetable for the whole week, Saturday, Sunday, everything, the perfect timetable. Then they paste that timetable on the wall. Ready. Now they think that, okay, today I'm ready. From tomorrow morning, I'll do it. And they will tell with their mothers also, Mama, please wake me up. Tomorrow I should get up at 5 a.m. and start reading. So mother is also happy. At least my child is starting reading now. Next day morning, when Mama comes and tries to wake her, sorry, Mama, I'll sleep for another half an hour. 5:30, I'll get up. And at 5:30, he'll not wake up at all. Then 6:15, 6:30, by much difficulty with Mama's full pressure, he gets up. Then he never touches that book. This is the position of our goal setting. So why goals required? Before I start how to set your goal, what all that goals, why goals required? Children, you might have heard about Abdul Kalam, Sachin Tendulkar, or whoever it may be. You name anyone, whether it is Microsoft or PeopleSoft or Google or anyone, any company CEOs, anyone, they could not reach that position without doing anything. This is their effort. This is the result of their effort. They had put day in and day out. Though they might not have studied properly, but one thing what they have focused, one thing what they have set the goal, they have succeeded in completing that goal. So always goals leads to the higher levels of achievement, self-confidence. Once you are on the target, you will have that confidence. Okay, I'm doing it. So this year I'll get 100%. I'll succeed. So you are assured of your performance and it keeps you motivating. Okay, I have completed 50%, only another 50%, I'll do it. I have completed 60, just 40%. So that you can motivate yourself and keep updating yourself, keep upgrading yourself. And second thing, by setting the goal, it creates a can-do attitude. I can do it and I will do it. This is possible only when you have proper goal and proper mindset to achieve that goal. Why that goal and its plan of action is required? See, normally what happens? You see the screen, there is a boy standing and having full of question mark. And he don't know where to go. After the education, he thinks I'll go to Indian job, or no, I'll go to foreign job, or I'll go to business, or I'll do some startup, or I'll do some AS, because all this is rotating in his mind because he never planned for his life. What he should do, he never thought. So it is always better you plan it properly and then start going to that goal. Can you identify this lady? Anyone, write in the chat box. Or you can unmute and speak. Who is this lady? Okay, she is Arunima Sinha, the mountaineer who climbed Mount Everest. You might ask, what is that great in life? Even Tenzing Norgay and many other climbed Mount Everest. What is there in that great achievement? See this image of her in the next slide. This is Arunima Sinha. In the first image, it was on the top, so it could have that thinking. But now you see her position. She is left leg amputee. Her leg was broken and replaced with amputate. Now can you think the achievement, whether it is great or not? What is the story of Arunima Sinha? In 2011, she was traveling to Delhi to attend the CISF job interview or selection process. And on the way, she was traveling on the train. And on the way, somewhere in the midnight, robbers entered into the train and started looting all the passengers. And everyone started giving whatever they have. But Arunima Sinha objected and resisted. So what robbers did, they just thrown her out from the train. Now imagine in the midnight, she is there on the platform and her leg was there on the other platform. Nearly many trains passed over her leg. And till morning, it was the continuous injury on her left leg. And morning, some villagers, passerbys, they saw her and informed the police, and all that arrangements took over, and she was shifted to Delhi hospital, and nearly 2 months it took she to get the normal healthy mode, but she could not walk and her legs were cut. Now after 2 months, lying on the bed, she starts thinking, okay, if after all this, I was thrown out of the train and my leg was on the other track and trains were moving on my leg, all this happened, still I'm living, means God has something great, something to achieve in my life, right? So she decided to achieve something. That time she was reading the life story of Bachendriya Pal. You might be knowing about Bachendriya Pal. She is the mountaineer. And immediately Arunima Sinha decided, okay, I will also become mountaineer and I'll go to the peak of Mount Everest. Immediately she calls Bachendriya Pal and speaks with Bachendriya Pal and says, I want to achieve this. Bachendriya Pal hears her story. Then Arunima Sinha asks, Madam, can I do it? Then Bachendriya Pal tells, Arunima, when you have decided, you have 50% done. Now it is a practice and you are reaching there. Other 50% is done. So be ready. Once you are out of hospital, we will start the practice and you will do it. So what is the story, or what is the outcome of this story? Stories are not just as the stories, there are some meanings. So what is the outcome of this story? The story tells you can achieve anything if you decide and put all your strength. So children, always decide first what you want to be, then start working on that. So in this session, till now I told why goal is required. Now let's understand what is goal and how to set it. So always the people without goals are not successful as they hope to be. You can think of some success or achievement, but without setting a goal, you cannot do it. And people who don't write down their goals are less likely to accomplish them. Now there is a task to all the students. I'm enabling annotation on your screen. You can start drawing on your screen. Okay. So you can, when I say start, you can start drawing. What you have to do is, you have to start. 1 minute. Okay, before that, let us do this. First, let us understand what is your goals. So type on chat box what you want to be in your life. If you have decided, or you can unmute and speak. What is your target in life? Any one or two? Quickly tell or write in chat box what is your target, what you want to be. Yes, Sudhanva. Okay, he has muted again. Anyone else? Sudhanva again. Yeah.
Scientist.
Okay, Sudhanva, scientist, fantastic. Tanish, IAS officer, right? Okay. Balavanta Diamond, I want to become district commissioner. Fantastic, Balavanta, because normally students always think of scientist and bank manager and police officer and all, but you are the one who thought about district commissioner. In career planning, we will tell how to prepare for that district commissioner or other activities. Praneeth MG, NASA and rocket engineer. Anusha, it is teacher. Priya, doctor. Dhanushri, doctor. Pranam Raj, software engineer. Fantastic. Now let's continue with this. Read this before starting with the bigger goals. Why you should have the bigger goals? Because how big you think, that big you achieve. If you just think of doctor, you will become a doctor, MBBS doctor. You should think of achieving something above the doctor level, that is MS or MD. Not just that, you should think of achieving something, okay, when I become a doctor or when I achieve the doctor, I will find out some medicine for the rare disease. That is a specialty. Otherwise, you will become one of the doctors. Right? So, ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿ ಯೋಚಿಸಬಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡದನ್ನು ಸಾಧಿಸಬಲ್ಲಿರಿ. ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. So, what is the types of goals? So, ಇಷ್ಟವರೆಗೆ I told goals. So, how to set the goals? See, normally goal is the final thing. What you want to achieve. For example, if you want to be a doctor, you should know how to go through to achieve that doctor. So always divide your goal into short term, medium term, and long term. What is short term goal? See, for example, if I take your example, being a student, your short term goal should be study well and score high in the exams, or practice sports and get selected to school team. This is the short-term goal. This short-term goal will not be lifelong. It will change the day as the day pass. Then the next term comes is medium-term goal. In medium-term goal, you should set a target to secure good rank in CET. So when you want to be a doctor, you should think of NEET, right? So before becoming a doctor, you should pass the NEET first. So that becomes your medium-term goal. So to get into NEET, you should get into PUC science. That is one more medium-term goal. So getting to PUC, you should pass your SSLC with science subjects good score. That is one more your medium-term goal. To get pass in SLC with your good score, you should pass in 8th and 9th with good score in science or all the subjects. Then only you will pass through all these steps. So all your final exams becomes your medium-term goals, and your test or summative assessment or final exam, all these things becomes short-term goals. What you have to do is each test you have to take it as short-term goal. In this exam, if you are already scoring 80%, in this exam, I'll score 85%. That is your target. That is short-term goal. Once you achieve 85%, for next exam, you should keep the target of 90%. So keep improving your target. Okay, sometime you might not achieve that target. Okay, in next exam, this exam you achieved 85%. Next exam you should not, or you could not. Then 87 you achieve. You evaluate yourself why you have failed. Next, instead of 90, you keep 90, 91. Don't change the medium-term goal or anything. So this way you set your medium-term goals, short-term goals, leading to the long-term goals. So always it should be one single line. The final point is your last goal, what you want to achieve in your life, split it into medium-term goals, and these medium-term goals you evaluate in your short-term goals. So you can read this image. My main goal is improve my writing, right? Or you can even set the short-term goal as my goal is to get my homework done on time. This is very short-term goals, but you can evaluate them, whether you are doing it properly or not. Okay. Now the task comes to students. After this slide, there is a blank slide appearing. What you have to do is you have to draw an elephant together, one elephant, but the condition here is all students start. When I say start, one student can draw only one line. One line means when you press the point, you should not raise your hand till you complete your line. Once you raise your hand, you should not draw second line. And you have only 2 minutes, okay? Okay, now you can start drawing. Can anyone draw? Or if it is not possible, please let me know. Nobody is drawing the elephant. Don't know. I thought elephant is easier, so I gave the drawing of elephants, and I'm not finding any lines. Or is it not taking your drawing? Somebody can message me. Okay, somebody is trying, but you can. It's not possible. Okay, maybe in the admin options that annotations is blocked. Okay. Now let me continue. When you are setting the goals, what you should know? You should have the clarity on that goal. what you want to achieve in your life, and it should be challenge in your life. It should not be an easy task, and you should have that commitment to achieve that goal, and you should get the feedback. Either you can review yourself, or you can talk to your friends and family members and get the feedback, and the task should be complex. So the goal should be always smart. Remember, nowadays all the students are smart. Same way, the goal should also be smart. What is this smart means? The first one is specific. In that smart, S represents specific, means you should answer who is going to achieve it, what you are going to achieve, when, where, which, why. All these W questions you should be able to answer. Then only your goal is perfect. For example, somebody told doctor, somebody told join NASA and rocket engineer. Yes, who means you, what means you are going to achieve that, where in your life, when once you achieve that level. So you should be having that clarity. The next one comes is measurable. For example, you set the medium term goal, I will pass SSLC. That is not measurable. See, always targets are divided into two types. One is quantifiable and one is qualitative. One is quantitative and qualitative. Anything you can put in numbers or percentages is called quantifiable or quantitative. For example, if you say I should pass in SSLC, that is qualitative. Nowadays, anybody will pass. If Corona comes, anybody can pass easily. But that is not the target. Always target should be quantitative. Means I should pass SSLC with 90% marks. I should achieve 100% in maths in SSLC. Because once you receive the result, you should be able to find out where you are. For example, you thought you have decided I should achieve 100% and you achieved only 99%. Means you can find the gap. There is 2% mark gap in your achievement and your target. How you can improve that? So always your goal should be measurable. The next one is attainable. You should not keep a target which you cannot achieve. For example, you know you never cross the 60%, then you should not keep the target of 100%. You can keep, and if you are ready to put all that efforts, it's okay, but it is always suggested. If you are keeping 100% in SSLC, now you are in 8th or 9th, keep the medium term goals as 80% in 8th and 90% in 9th, 100% in SSLC, and again in 80% in 8th. In first example, I will achieve, now I am getting 40%, I'll achieve 50, 60, 70, 80. So improve your target. So always the goal should be attainable. Then the next one comes is relevant. All your goals should be relevant. Your final target is achieving the doctor or achieving that NASA or achieving the district commissioner, and you are keeping the short-term goals is today morning I'll eat 10 samosa. It is not relevant to your final goal, right? So always your goal should be linked to your final goal. It should be relevant. Then final, it is time bound. So always you should have some time limitation, that is the milestones to achieve that goals. For example, in SLC, I'll achieve 100%. That should not be in any SLC. Means if this time if I do not achieve 100%, next time I'll try. No. You will have only one chance. Maybe the failures might have the second chance. I hope all of you will pass. So you have only one chance. Then you will go to the PUC, right? Then you will fail in your target. So in one chance, you keep the milestones to achieve that 100% marks, what I should do. From 8th to 10th, how many months I have, how I should start practicing, what should be my timetable, how much I should read, how much I should write, how many question papers I should solve, how I should improve my handwriting. Students, always remember, handwriting is an important activity. Tomorrow, when your paper goes to the unknown evaluator, it does not go to your teacher in final exam. Someone else will take your paper. The first thing what you do is, what he does is he sees your handwriting. When he sees the bad handwriting, he thinks that this is very bad boy. He did not read at all. And he keeps that in mind and he evaluates your answer sheet with that mindset, and you may not get the score. So always improve your handwriting. Even if you write something less, you will get 100%. Because your handwriting should be attractive. Okay. So this SMART thing is your goal setting model. So what is SMART? Can somebody type in the chat box or unmute and speak? What is SMART? SMART. T is time bound. R is
Smart.
relevant. Yes,
Sir.
perfect. Continue.
Smart. S is equals to specific. M measurable. A attainable. R relevant. T time bound.
Very good. Big applause to Prajna Shetty. Now let's move to the next slide. It's already 3:30, 3:40. You might be knowing about today's competitive world, right? When it was 2000 or 1990s, if you get 60%, you are the great achiever. Then it came to 70% distinction. It is very good. Nowadays, even if you achieve 99.9%, 624 out of 625, what the people will do, you know, everyone will call you and ask, where you missed that 1%. They never appreciate you about 624 out of 625. Nowadays, everyone expect you to target to the bull's eye. Even if you just miss the target, means 99.9% also people think that, you missed that 1 mark. Right? So always remember, okay, so always think that it is the hitting the bull's eye. Okay. So now let us go to the next. Are you smart enough? So in this competitive world, it is not just smart enough. It is the smarter. Okay. So you should be smart and smarter. What is a smarter? So ER adds additional responsibility of evaluating your performance. It is not that just smart and achieve the things. You keep evaluating your performance, how you are doing on your goals. Okay, and evaluate your performance and review it and keep improving, fine-tuning your performance. So now let me give you some worksheet and the steps to follow that worksheet. So there is a worksheet I'm sharing or I'm displaying on the screen. In that you should write your goal first. Then you should describe what you are going to achieve. Be specific, okay? You can make it every semester or every month or every year. So make separate sheets for separate goals make your goals into long term, within that medium term, within that short term, and use separate sheets for each of that goal. Set a deadline for your goal. Then once you reach that goal or pass through that goal, evaluate yourself whether you could achieve it. If you miss it, why you missed it. Review it yourself and take the corrective action. Right? What is corrective action? How to improve yourself. How you can improve yourself is the corrective action. Where you failed, why you failed, how you can avoid failing next time. So these 3 steps is the reviewing steps. So list all your obstacles in your way and how you can overcome them. Think upon that. So this is the goal setting worksheet. You can take a screenshot and use it. Okay, now I'm coming to the last part. Hope everyone has taken the screenshot. So why to wait? Dream big. Abdul Kalam sir has already told, always dream big. It is not in your sleep. In daytime, dream about yourself, dream big, set a large target, big target for yourself, and make a worksheet and try to achieve it. Set a goal, chart a plan of action, and get into action. So get, set, go. Are you ready? So hope all of you are ready. Let's go forward. And if you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and ask, or you can type in the chat box. Now it is your turn. You can type your question on the chat box. Don't ask anything about career planning because that will be covered in the next session. You can ask about anything about goal